Hi, and welcome back to the Beards Audio Bucket List. We just finished listening to Pink Floyd's Animals, the 1977 album, their 10th album. I wanted to give my final review on this album. Um, this one have listened to since I was in high school, um, and I've enjoyed it, but I've never really took the deep dive until the 2020 quarantine, where I actually had time to listen to some albums a little deeper. And even then, I still didn't listen to it as deep as I did today. Um, actually, like learning stuff about this album, I had no idea about until today. Um, and it's interesting because this album has a lot more meaning in the last few years than it ever did in high school or any time in the last 40 years. It seemed to resonate a lot more recently than it has in the past. Um, so I thought that was interesting. One thing I just kind of stumbled upon is the when Roger Waters sings, he kind of has an interesting cadence to his singing pattern where he has a lot of really interesting lyrics that he's talking about, but he um and I a lot of times I don't notice it, but I Pings on the Wing Part 2 in this album I definitely noticed, where he has a lot to say and he's trying to get all the information out, but he doesn't compromise what is being said as far in order to get the structure of the sentence. So he has a way of singing so that he feels like he starts out a sentence melodically and then has to rush the tempo of the last part of the lyrics to get ready for the next line of the song. And that's something I hadn't really thought about much before. Um, but overall, this album is probably it's definitely in my top five Pink Floyd albums. I think it's kind of underrated compared to a lot of the rest, although it's still a great album. Uh, it actually, I think, got up to number two in the UK as far as chart toppers go. Number three here in the US, so it's definitely no slouch. I might actually have those two backwards, but not important. Um, so it was well received at the time, and it's actually, I feel like it's aged pretty well over the few years. Um, anyways, um, definitely thanks for listening along with me. It's been interesting listening to this album with a fresh set of ears, even though they're not as good as they used to be and continually getting worse. Um, I did enjoy this album quite a bit. Um, if you like listening to me and actually want to hear what I have to say, plus um, got a couple other folks along with me, check out the Not Safer Network. Um, it's available on Spotify, also wherever usually you can listen to a podcast. Montuckyskies.blogspot.com, or not Montucky Skies, Not Safer Network, but blogspot.com. Um, and check those out. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks for listening.
Subscribe to all the podcasts on our network. Season 3 of Movies with Wrestlers has Eric and Connor answering the question on everyone's mind: who's better, The Rock or John Cena? Every week, A Cosmic Void has Jeremiah and Biggs deconstructing influential movies. Not Safe for Network examines the zeitgeist through rabbit holes, deep dives, interviews, and pop culture battles weekly. And if you need some classic TV talk, catch up on the previous 3 seasons of In Syndication.